Hi everyone! You're watching the Business Portal, your gateway to business trends and opportunities. I'm your business evangelist, Lloyd, and this is Creative Business. Today, the headlines that made another exciting business week, a wrap-up of big news and interesting events that shaped the last 7 days of Philippine business. For our guest, he is an instructor, a teacher, ladies and gentlemen, a dubbing director and a writer-translator for anime and Spanish and Korean novellas and the likes. Most of these are artists related. Part-time actor and a part-time owner of Artists Entrance Incorporated, Mr. Neil Erickson Tolentino. In my top 8, what are the things that you must know in franchising a business? And finally, the creative business alphabet of achievement, the A to C of setting your goals. We are now on letter V. Verbalize your thoughts. Let's begin the hour with business news that shaped our week. Meralco poised to collect less power charges under performance-based scheme. Wow, is this a good news? Manila Electric Company, or Meralco, the country's largest power distributor, is expected to collect much less distribution supply and metering charges of 1.6012 per kilowatt hour for regulatory year 2012 under the performance-based regulation scheme. The amount, which is less than the current charges of 1.6464 per kilowatt hour, will only be effective as soon as the Energy Regulatory Commission approves Meralco's application for the rate translation of its approved maximum revenue requirement. Now, the MAR for the third regulatory period covering July 2011 up to and June 2015 was already approved by ERC last June. It is only after Meralco secures this approval can the distribution utility file another application to translate the MIR into actual distribution, supply, and metering charges that it can collect over the next several years. Now, the 1.6012 per kilowatt hour, if approved, will only cover regulatory year 2012, that's July 2011 to end June 2012. Next, Philippine Stock Index gains 18 points amid jitters. The local stock exchange extended gains on Thursday as jitters over a weaker than expected second quarter domestic economic growth report card were offset by favorable manufacturing indicators from the US and China that kept the global risk appetite buoyant. The main share Philippine Stock Exchange Index added 18.09 points or 0.42% to finish at 4,366.59. The index gains were tempered by profit-taking on the high-flying mining or oil counter, particularly Lepanto, which will be stricken out of the PSEI by September 12. Now, property and services, on the other hand, kept the index buoyant as their respective indices rose by 1%. Turnover was higher at 6 billion pesos from the previous day's 4.9 billion pesos. Now, Monetary Board expected to keep key rates steady. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas may keep interest rates steady when members of the Monetary Board sit down on September 8, as concern has shifted from rising inflationary pressures to slow down or to slow growth of the economy. BSP Deputy Governor Diwa Ginegundo said the country's rate of growth in the second quarter was below expectations. That will be a deciding factor for the Central Bank's Monetary Board when the members meet next week to decide on the key policy rates. Those were the news that shaped our week. Our guest for today,
Live from the Global News Network studio in the Philippines, here's your business evangelist and host, Lloyd.
Speaking about artists and artistry and celebrities and celebrations and personality and personalization, whatever you call it, speaking of artista, marami sa atin nangangarap na mapapunta sa TV bilang maging actor or actresses. No? And this company, our guest for today, one of the owners. This company believes that ordinary people become or can become famous not because of their looks, but because of their talent, magic, the magic to make people believe, the magic to make people laugh, and the magic to make people dream. From Artist Entrance Incorporated, let us all welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Neil. Tanggalin daw natin ng Erickson. Masyadong mahaba at masyadong English. Neil Tolentino. Hi, Neil. Welcome to the show. Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are things going?
With my life?
With your life. Your life is so interesting, really. I was checking on you on Facebook, and these things, it's very remarkable. You have been doing lots of things here and there.
Yep. I do stuff from acting, teaching, writing, directing. Kung ano yung pwedeng pagkaabalahan, as long as I still have my schedule pa kung tama, papasok pa yun.
Right, exactly. Anong itsura ng ganung klaseng buhay? You're managing, you're handling your meeting, you're writing.
Yan. Teaching nga, it excites me. I'm one tao na, actually itong nakaupo ako dito, hirap na hirap ako. Kasi sabi ako umiikot, galaw ako ng galaw.
Okay, unfortunately, hindi natin pwedeng gawin na, no?
Oo. Pag-galaw, malikot akong tao. So, kapag nawala a minute or 2 minutes na hindi ako nagsasalita, feeling ko napapanis na yung laway ko.
Okay.
So, I have to be always on the go. May ginagawa ako palagi. I'm giving direction to my artist, or I call everybody na, ano pa pwedeng gawin, anong problema, o ano kailangang anong schedule natin.
So itong negosyanteng ito ito yung klase ng tao na hindi mapakali talaga sa isang tabi, no?
Hindi.
At madali siyang maboard.
Yeah, hindi madaling maboard. Kaya lang, natutunan na kasi kapag wala akong ginagawa, I feel like I'm worthless. Naawa ko sa sarili ko, why am I not doing anything? Parang, buti pa yung ipis busy o tumatakbo. Ako bakit nakaupo lang ako? You know, I can't be that.
You want to be like that?
I don't want to, well, I want to be busy. I don't want to be an ipis, but I want to be busy. Gusto ko na may ginagawa ako.
Okay. Good thing you cleared that out. I thought you want to be
ipis.
No. Okay, good. You were a full-time, or rather, a full-time employee, or someone who is working for somebody else.
Yeah.
Right. And now you are one of the bosses of your own. Okay? So, what's the difference between having a day job and having a business, and at the same time having a day job?
It's for me, it's work. It's all the same. I may own a company, and yet I still have people to please. Like I have to please my boss too with my performance. So sa kliyente namin, I have to please them with giving them good talents, good people to work with. So, kung hindi mahusay yung magiging talento namin na ibibigay sa kanya, mapapahiya kami, and it will ruin our business.
Right, exactly. So, in terms of scheduling, mas mahirap ba yung may sarili kang negosyo kaysa dun sa nagdadab ka lang or pumupunta ka lang sa studio and then you do your stuff?
Ang lamang ko siguro, because I'm teaching also in the company, ako yung nagsasabi ng schedule ko.
Wow, really?
Yes. Even with dubbing naman, I always tell them if I'm not available or if I'm doing something else. I tell them.
Really? So, you must be valuable.
I know. Well, yung gano'n ba ka-valuable? I may be kasing galing pero hindi kasing mahal. Pwedeng ganon.
Okay. Why is that? Magaling ka, kasing galing, pero hindi kasing mahal. Why different?
Uso ang tawaran. So, pag tinawaran ka, dalawa lang yan eh. Do you want a job or not? So, if it's a job, I don't ask how much I'm getting, pero I make sure naman it's decent. And I'll be compensated for whatever I'm doing.
Right. So that means giving your 100%. You have to perform
more.
Okay. What are the voices that you actually voiced over or something?
I remember, the first time I nag-dub ako, it was Marimar pa.
Marimar. Okay, sa lahat ng well, basically elementary ako niyan.
Okay. Nakakaba. Oh, thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay.
Natatandaan ko lang.
I take this
It's still a black and white. Black and
Yeah.
white. I was watching. Okay, Marimar.
Oh, Marimar.
His voice.